Horrid Henry squeezed onto the sofa between Rude Ralph and Brainy Brian. Dizzy Dave sat on the floor next to Jolly Josh and Aerobic Owl. Anxious Andrew sat on a chair. He'd already covered his face with his hands. Even Moody Margaret and Sour Susan were there, squabbling over who got to sit in the armchair and who had to sit on the floor.
"Okay, everyone, this is it," said Rude Ralph. "The scariest film ever. Are we ready?"
Yeah! Horrid Henry gripped the sofa as the eerie piano music started. There was a deep, dark forest.
"I'm scared,"
wailed Anxious Andrew. "Nothing's happened yet," said Horrid Henry. A boy and a girl ran through the shivery, shadowy trees.
"Too safe to look,"
gasped Anxious Andrew. "Shh," said Moody Margaret.
"You shh,"
said Horrid Henry. Bellowed Dizzy Dave.
"I'm scared,"
shrieked Anxious Andrew.
"Shut up,"
shouted Rude Ralph. The pale girl stopped running and turned to the bandaged boy. "I can't kiss you or I'll turn into a zombie," sulked the girl.
"I can't kiss you or I'll turn into a vampire," scowled the boy.
"But our love is so strong," wailed the vampire girl and the zombie boy. "Not as strong as me!" howled the werewolf, leaping out from behind a tree stump. "Ah!" screeched Anxious Andrew. "Shut up!" shouted Henry and Ralph. "Leave her alone, you walking bandage," said the werewolf. "Leave him alone, you smelly furball," said the vampire. "This isn't scary," said Horrid Henry. "Shh," said Margaret. "Go away," shouted the zombie. "You go away, you big meanie," snarled the werewolf. "Don't you know that two's company and three's a crowd?" hissed the vampire. "I challenge you both to an arm wrestling contest," howled the werewolf. "The winner gets to keep the arms. Or in your case, the paws," sniffed the vampire. "This is the worst film I've ever seen," said Horrid Henry. "Shut up, Henry," said Margaret. "We're trying to watch," said Susan.
"Ralph, I thought you said this was a really scary film,"
hissed Henry.
"Have you actually seen it before?"
Rude Ralph looked at the floor.
"No,"
admitted Ralph.
"But everyone said they'd seen it and I didn't want to be left out."
"Margaret's a big fat liar too," said Susan. "She never saw it either." "Shut up, Susan!" shrieked Margaret.
"Oh!"
howled the werewolf. Horrid Henry was disgusted. He could make a much scarier film. In fact, what was stopping him? Who better to make the scariest film of all time than Henry? How hard could it be to make a film? You just pointed a camera and yelled, "Action!" Then he'd be rich, rich, rich. He'd need a spare house just to stash all his cash. And he'd be famous too. Everyone would be begging for a role in one of his mega horror blockbusters. "Please, can we be in your new monster film?" Mum and Dad and Peter would beg. Well, they could beg as long as they liked. He'd give them his autograph, but that would be it. Henry could see the poster now. Henry Productions present
The Undead Demon Monster Who Would Not Die,
starring Henry as the monster. Written and filmed and directed by Henry. "I could make a really scary film," said Henry. "Not as scary as the film I could make," said Margaret. "Ha!" said Henry. "Your scary film wouldn't scare a toddler." "Ha!" said Margaret. "Your scary film would make a baby laugh."